Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam dan bahagia. Introduce my name ULYA CHOIRINNISA. I am a student of the Teacher Professional Education Study Program from Universitas SARJANAWIYATA Tamansiswa. On this occasion, I will present an article about implementation of the STAD type cooperative learning model with quizzes media to improve science learning outcomes of Class 7C Ecosystem Materials at SMP Muhammadiyah 9 Yogyakarta. First of all, the reason why I chosen this research because it was based on initial observation data of science learning outcomes in grade 7 shows that only 46% of students achieve equal to or more than 70 learning completion. This shows that around 46% of students have not comprehensively understood science material. This low achievement is also shown by the average post-test of the previous material of 60, below the minimum completeness criteria or KKM. In order to answer these problems, this classroom action research implements a STAD type cooperative learning model that is intensively combined with quizzes media not only as an evaluation tool but also as a means of interactive learning in each stage of STAD. The novelty of this research lies in the use of quizzes as a collaborative learning medium that facilitates group discussion, material reinforcement, and reflection of learning outcomes in real time. This approach is expected to significantly improve science learning outcomes, increase concept retention, and develop students' digital collaboration skills in the context of 21st century learning. Next, the research was conducted at SMP Muhammadiyah 9 Yogyakarta and carried out in February to March 2025. The study involved 28 students of grade 7C at SMP Muhammadiyah 9 Yogyakarta for the 2024-2025 school year. This class was chosen because the learning outcomes of students in class 7C are quite low for science subjects, so the researcher decided to conduct classroom action research or CAR in that class. The study used the research design of the Chemist and Taggart models. This research was carried out in 2 cycles, with each cycle consisting of planning, action, observation, and reflection stage. This research consists of 2 cycles with the number of meetings in each cycle of 5 hours listen. This research instrument used included pre-test, post-test question, observation sheet, and student response questionnaires. Next, the result and discussion. This research produced 3 data. First, teacher activity comparison chart. This data can be seen that the teacher activity have increased from 59% to 85%. Second, student activity comparison chart. The activities of the student were 56%, while in the second cycle it is in increase of 88%. Next, third, comparison of student learning outcomes. There are 24 students who complete their learning with a percentage of 86%, and those who do not complete there are 4 children with a percentage of 14%. So, in cycle 2, teachers have succeeded in optimizing student learning activities and outcomes using the STAD model with the help of quizzes, which makes students more interested and enthusiastic in participating in the learning process. Students who have not reached the completion of their studies will receive direct guidance from their teachers or peers. Finally, The conclusion, based on the results of the research and discussion, it shows that the learning outcomes of students in grade 7C SMA Muhammadiyah 9 Yogyakarta on ecosystem materials using the STAD model with quizzes media have increased significantly. This can be observed from the increase in the observation value of teacher activity from cycle 1 to cycle 2, which is from 59% to 85%, so that there is an increase of 26%, while the result of observation of student activity from cycle 1 to cycle 2 of 56% to 88%. There is an increase of 32%. Then the learning success rate of students from cycle 1 to cycle 2 was 61% to 86%. There was an increase of 25%. That's all my presentation. If there are shortcomings, I apologize. Thanks. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.